Good morning, boys and girls. We would like to welcome everyone to Sutton's groundbreaking ceremony. I am 4th grade student Brady Lanham, and the Sutton students and staff would like to thank the Owensboro Board of Education, Dr. Brake, and the architects from Rainey, Blake, and Shrell for making this building expansion a reality. Boys and girls, on the count of 3, let's say a big thank you for supporting Sutton's building expansion. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I would like to introduce Mr. Dave Kirk as our MC for our ceremony today.
It takes a lot to get up here and do that, so nice job, Brady. Well, first off, I'd like to take the time to thank everyone for being here. I know we all have all kinds of things going on, but it means a lot, not only to the staff, but especially the students, because they're the ones that are going to benefit from this exciting project. I'd now like to take the time to introduce one of the people that made this exciting project possible. That is OPS Board of Education Chair, John Blaney.
Thank you, Dave. I'm excited. I'm excited for these youngsters, and I'm excited for the school district. And at this time, I'd like to introduce our current school board. First, I'm going to do it by longevity. First, Mrs. Nancy Eskridge. Mrs. Kate Lozon. Mr. Dan Griffith. And Mr. Steve Knight. Again, on behalf of the Board of Education, I welcome you here. As I said before, we are excited. 1951 was the last time we've done a renovation with an elementary school in Owensboro, and hopefully this will be the first of several in the near future. Again, I welcome you, and I want to thank the Board of Education and the members. It's a pleasure to work with these individuals. They always are looking out for the best interest of the students and the environment, the educational environment we can provide. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Sydney Perkins, a 4th grade student a 4th grade leader at Sutton. We would like to introduce our Sutton Elementary chorus. Today they will be singing the Sutton Elementary 7 Habit song. This was written and composed by Mr. Vic Harrison, Sutton's music specialist.
What a wonderful message by those Sutton singers. And kudos to Vic Harrison for writing that wonderful message. Now I'd like to take the time to introduce a man that has certainly brought many positive changes to our district, Dr. Nick Brake.
Good morning. What a great day, and I hope we have more great days like this because that means our construction will start and move quickly. I'm very, very excited to echo the words Mr. Blaney said about the opportunity that this is going to provide the students. And before we go further, you know, this is, I firmly believe, one of the best elementary schools anywhere around. And it's a great elementary school because of the great faculty, the great staff here at this school, and its principal, Miss Dana Johnson. Let's take a moment and recognize the great folks that make this school what it is. We're also blessed to have with us today a retired principal, Miss Becky Gordon. Miss Gordon, thank you for being here. And we have a whole host of other retired faculty and staff at Sutton. If you're a retired faculty, staff member at Sutton, raise your hand. Let's thank all those folks that are here today. Great to see you all here today. Sutton is what it is, not only because of the people that work here every day, but because of lots and lots of great community partners. And we have a lot of those community partners with us today, members from the banks, members from the Chamber of Commerce. I'd like to single out First Security Bank, Amy Jackson, who's the president's here. First Security is the adopted bank of Sutton Elementary in our Owensboro Reads project. They provide people from the bank to come into the school and read, and here within a month, they'll be working with us to open one of the free little libraries out in front of the school. So you'll have to come back for that event because that's a very exciting opportunity for our school system. The addition that where you all are sitting is going to be a very exciting new addition to our school space. The Owensboro Public Schools prides itself in being a leader in innovation and a leader in the arts. And the kind of space that we're going to be providing to Sutton Elementary today from an educational perspective is going to be a very unique space that will combine much of what we are doing as a school district. It's going to have opportunities for students to have a fine and performing arts facility here at the elementary school. So assemblies like this will be more of a concert hall type of assembly. It will also provide great space for students to be physically active, and we know how important it is early in life to learn those skills of being physically fit and physically active. It's also going to add a lot of classroom space, which will help us to grow as a school, and it will also renovate the old atrium space that was the gymnasium or the pavilion to a state-of-the-art new media center. So we're excited to see the space that we're sitting in right now transform and help improve the facilities here at Sutton Elementary. Before I sit down, I do want to recognize a few folks, both at the district level and at the external level for assisting us. I want to single out David Johnson, who's our Chief Operating Officer, and William Smith, Smitty, who's our Director of Maintenance, for a lot of tireless work in helping make this possible. And I also want to thank Craig Thomas from RBS Design Group, who is the Principal Architect, and the folks from Permanent Construction, who I think Mr. Thomas is going to talk about a little bit. So thanks again, and we look forward to breaking ground and getting this project moving.
All right, it's now time. Whoops, lost the script there. It's now time, we'll see how good I know this, to meet the fearless leader here at Sutton Elementary School, Miss Dana Johnson.
Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning, Miss Johnson.
We are getting ready to do something very exciting, and it's called Breaking Ground. And Mr. Dave Kirk in a few minutes is going to talk to us a little bit about breaking ground and the importance and significance of it. About 2 weeks ago, or about a week ago, we worked hard to choose leaders, and we have lots of leaders at Sutton Elementary, so it was a very hard job to do. But we chose leaders from each grade level, and I would like to introduce those leaders, and we're going to call their name, and they are going to go stand behind a shovel, and we are going to wait for Mr. Kirk's directions. So it's getting ready to be really fun and exciting. From 4th grade, our 4th grade leader is Miss Caitlin Curzan. Caitlin? Our 3rd grade leader is Miss Ava May. Our 2nd grade leader is Mr. Caden Scalf. Our 1st grade leader is Mr. Adolfo Villapando. And our kindergarten leader is Miss Amelia Calhoun. And boys and girls, part of our process when we begin a building project is to break ground. And Mr. Kirk's going to talk a little bit about that in just a minute. But did you realize that right where you're sitting is going to be our new gym? Next year we will have a brand new gym where we'll have lots of room to run and play. And the really great thing is we won't have to sit on the floor anymore when we have assemblies. You know how Mr. Head has to work really hard to get the floor ready after lunch? We're not going to have to do that anymore. You're going to have a bleacher to sit in, and that's so very, very exciting. So next year at this time when we have afternoon assemblies, we will be able to gather and sit on bleachers instead of having to sit on the floor. It's very, very exciting. Mr. Kirk, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
All right, it's now time to turn some dirt. I'll go ahead and ask the board members and Dr. Brake and Mr. Thomas to step up to your shovels. Before we turn some dirt, I thought, since we're out of school, we might as well have a little history lesson right here. I didn't know this prior to this research, but here you go. This time-honored tradition celebrates the first day of construction, but the truth is no one really knows why this tradition was started. Groundbreaking actually predates the written word, which I found very interesting. Groundbreaking ceremonies are also universal, and there's even evidence out there that shows these ceremonies are found in every ancient civilization in the world, historic and prehistoric alike, and they are still universal in modern culture. So there's your history lesson for the day. Alrighty, well, if you can tell, there's a little buzzing above us, so we are going, I'm going to ask everyone to put on their hats, and we're going to, before you actually turn the dirt, we're going to get a little picture because we have a drone and we won't like to use it, so we'll go ahead and do that. So that's the buzzing everyone here. So if everyone, I know the sun's kind of up there, but if you can look up, okay, and our technology expert, Mr. Nathan Seaton, is back there. Everybody see it? Okay, everybody look up and maybe give it a wave, and then Mr. Seaton is going to take some pictures for us. Everybody wave. 3, 2, 1. All right. The construction has begun for the Sutton expansion project. All right. Now, as a reminder of this wonderful day, if you all will stay in spot, we're going to be giving a couple of people that have helped make this project possible a symbol representing this groundbreaking. So I'm going to pull a mulligan here, and I'm going to ask Sydney to help me. She doesn't know this, but we're going to pass out these nice little commemorative little building blocks to celebrate this day. So Sydney, if you'll help me grab these. And we'll get the assist here by another person that will heavily benefit from this project, the new physical education teacher here, Mr. Blake Roberts. Give him a hand. Mr. Thomas? Blake. All right. And if we can pose for a picture real quick with those blocks. If you look at Mr. Johnson right over there, our fill-in photographer for the day. All right. Okay. Well, now I will turn the program back over to Sydney.
We will now have our Sutton chorus and Sutton procession lead us in the I Love Sutton song.
Sutton is a frugal school. We live by the golden rule. Sutton is the very best. We work hard to have success. I love Sutton. I love Sutton. I love Sutton. I love Sutton. Sutton is the place to shine. If you try hard, you'll do fine. Sutton helps me learn and grow. There's so much I want to know. I love Sutton. I love Sutton. I love Sutton. I love Sutton.
All right, we'll get Brady. Well, we'll get Brady back over here to close us out.
We would like to thank everyone for coming today, and we hope everyone has a great day.